With a bold approach, Sindarov employs the King's Indian defense orthodox variation positional defense against Rakotomaharo in this German Bundesliga 2-0-4-5 round 12 match. On c4. Knight f6. Knight f3. On g6. Knight c3. Bishop g7. On e4. On d6. On d4. King castled kingside. Bishop e2. Knight bd7. King castled kingside. This position is typical of King's Indian defense orthodox variation positional defense. On e5. On takes e5. On takes e5. Bishop e3. On b6. Queen c2. Bishop b7. Rook fd1. Sindarov is looking to play knight takes e5. Queen c8. On b4. On c5 it is novelty move. Rakotomaharo's idea is to play pawn takes b4. On b5. Knight g4. Bishop c1. On f5. Knight g5. Sindarov is planning to play knight e6. Queen e8. Knight takes f8. Knight takes f8. Queen d3. Knight takes h2. King takes h2. Knight e6. Queen h3. On f4 and take decisive advantage. Knight df6. Rakotomaharo is planning to play on h6. On f3. On takes g5. On takes g4. Knight takes e4 and seize the initiative. On f3. Sindarov wants to play pawn takes g4. Knight h6. Knight d5. Sindarov is looking to play knight e7 check. King h8. Knight takes c8 and dominate the board. Rook e8. On a4. Knight f7. Knight takes f7. King takes f7. On a5. Bishop takes d5. On takes d5. Bishop f8. Pause the video and find the best move for Sindarov. On d6 is the correct move because Rook d8. Bishop c4 check. King g7. On takes f5. Queen takes f5. Queen takes f5. Sindarov have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main variation. Bishop f8. Bishop e3 is not the best move played by Sindarov. Sindarov might go for on d6. On f4. On takes b6 and establish a winning position. Bishop d6. On takes b6. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Rakotomaharo. On takes b6 is the correct move because Rook a6. Rook b8. Bishop h6. Rook b7. Queen a2. On c4 still Rakotomaharo is losing. Let's analyze the main line. On takes b6. On f4 is not the best move played by Rakotomaharo. On b7. Sindarov considers playing, pawn promotes to knight at bx c8. Queen takes b7. Rook a6. Sindarov's idea is to play rook takes d6. On takes e3. Rook c6. Knight d7. Queen c3. Rook AC8. Rook A1 and establish a winning position. Pawn takes E3. Rook takes D6. Rook AC8. Rook C6. Sindarov is aiming to play Queen takes C5. Rook takes C6. Pawn takes C6. Queen B6. Rook B1. Sindarov intends to play Rook takes B6. Queen A5. On D6 time to think, find the best continuation for Rakotomaharo. Rook F8 is logical continuation as Queen C4 check. King G7. Pawn C7. Knight H5. Pawn G3. Knight F6. Still Rakotomaharo is losing. Let's proceed to the main variation. Pawn D6. Rook C8 is a mistake played by Rakotomaharo. Queen B3 check. A tough loss for Rakotomaharo, who resigned under pressure.